My name is Sally Luck, the mother of Irwin and Edward Luck. I'd like to tell you how I first heard about Meher Baba. About 11 years ago, my son Edward was in New York. He went to the library and there read a book called Listen Humanity, which is all about Meher Baba. He let his brother in Florida know about it, and he explained to him a little about the book. Irwin was so interested that he made a special trip to New York, and he spent, several weeks reading that book. In this book, Listen Humanity, Baba is called God. Well, Irwin came back to Florida, and he told his father and me all about this book and how he'd love to go to India to meet Baba. I told Irwin, how will you know if he really is God? You know, he might be a darn good actor and actually live the part. And he said, Mother, I have to go and see. Well, Irwin made the trip to India, and yes, I remember reading up about India and told him about the rainy season there and the different conditions there. But he went. When he returned, I asked him, well, Irwin, what's your opinion? And he said, Mother, not only is Baba what the book says so, but more. And that's how Irwin and Edward started to follow and enjoy everything pertaining to Meher Baba. I have written quite a few letters to Meher Baba and have received many very instructive replies. I remember the time my two sons made a special trip to India, and they went into debt to pay for the trip. When they returned, they knew they had to pay for the trip as soon as possible, and they began to work 18 hours a day to pay off the debt. And I could see that they were not eating right. They were just becoming very run down. I wrote to Baba, and he sent them a letter of instructions how to take care of themselves and also pay back the debt, which they followed, and it really turned out beautiful. And I remember in one letter when I wrote to Baba about something, he mentioned he would love to have me come to India, and should I come, it would be a red letter day in my life. Unfortunately, I could never make the trip, and to this very day, I do regret it. Many times when I'm in New York or in Miami, I do attend meetings, and what impresses me most at these Baba meetings is the happy, contented look of the different people there. When I see that, I say, it's really wonderful to be a Baba lover, especially in this day and age. They're all so clean-cut and honest, and that's what this generation needs so badly. Irwin is doing a documentary all about Baba, the Mandalis, and the lovers of Baba. All this is for posterity, and if it helps even a few people, it will be worth everything. Thank you. My husband also enjoyed a fine correspondence with Baba, and every now and then he tells me, I wish Baba was living. I do miss corresponding with him. He gave us all such good advice. I guess I miss him too. Thank you again. When I first heard about Baba, I'll be frank, I was a little doubtful about everything pertaining to him. But as the years have passed, I really and strongly believe in him. Many times when I'm in doubt about something, or I'm worried about something, I think of Baba, and I even picture him in front of me, and believe it or not, things do work out very, very nicely. There's another little incident I'd like to mention. Quite a few years ago, when my two sons were in New York, my husband tried to separate them. He wanted Irwin to come back to Florida and Edward should stay in New York. Now, I know the two boys were working together and doing everything possible to love and be with Baba. So my husband, after writing that letter, after my husband wrote that letter to Baba, I quickly followed up with a letter telling Baba. I couldn't tell Baba what to do, so I tried to be very diplomatic. I mentioned to Baba that I was so happy that my two sons are so close to one another, and I only hope they remain that way. And then at the end I wrote, P.S., please don't answer this letter because I don't want anyone to know that I wrote the letter. And oh, he was so diplomatic about it. Everything turned out beautiful. I am very happy that my two sons are with Baba, and Baba has certainly given me a wonderful inner happiness. When Baba dropped his body, I was a little worried, but I really shouldn't have been, because everything is working out so beautiful, and everyone is even more with Baba now, and just as though he was really back again. That's how it looks to me. When Baba dropped his body, I was a little worried. I thought perhaps all the wonderful work would simmer down, but instead it has taken up more vibration. Everyone seems to go all out, and the work is going on wonderful, bigger and better than ever, and helping humanity. And I'm happy to see it that way.